one of those mornings. Hot chocolate by the fire, put your feet up an extra hour. Be nice to stay inside and just stay warm and cozy in your PJs. But no, you had to go and get a cow.
Well, if you want that hot chocolate, we need to get some milk.
I guess you had to put good point there. Okay, that's one on the cow side.
Have you started your journey thinking about a family cow? But everybody you talk to about it says, don't do it.
So many people warned us. You should never have got a family cow. That wouldn't be a warning. No, that would be posthumous. People did that too. Oh, you got a cow? You should never have got a family cow. Because people don't know when to close their mouths.
Boy, I was on fire. When we told people we were getting a family cow, a lot of them told us it wasn't a good idea. And it is a big decision to make. A cow's not like having a couple chickens that you can throw into the pot when you're tired of taking care of them.
Everyone's words of wisdom were definitely valid. They were something that needed to be considered because a family cow isn't right for everyone in this day and age.
Belly up to the bar. First reason they said was, you know you'll have to milk that cow every day. That means no vacation. For us, we need to be able to go away. My family all lives 6 hours away. My parents, my grandparents. And regularly, I need to be able to take my kids down to see them. That's important to me. So we need to be able to get away for a few weekends every year. That's one of the reasons that we've kept our farm very seasonal over the past 6 years. Pigs that we butcher, meat birds that we butcher, because we want to have the freedom to go away. There's a reason we haven't done a cow in 6 years. This year, we finally decided, first of all, I wasn't pregnant. We knew we were sticking around. And we had heard about calf sharing, where if you leave the calf on the calf can do some of the milk for you while you're away. That's true in a way. That comes with its own complications though. It is possible to go away if you have a milk cow. That's one reason we're still keeping Luna on her, to have Luna as a backup milker. Or you can have someone you know from the neighborhood who milks cows, if you know somebody like that. So while it is possible to go away if you're milking a cow, it is a lot more complicated, and that's something that you should consider. You can plan on calf sharing, but if your calf dies, then you do have to be milking every day.
Oh man, brutal. Smacking you with some brutal truth this morning. Another reason why a lot of people said we shouldn't get a cow, maybe we should just go for goats or something, was because of the land requirement. Cows need better land, they need better quality forage. You need a lot more flat areas with lots of really good quality grasses. It's not like goats. Goats you can, let eat a lot of the different weeds and a lot of the other different stuff, and when you have to buy the hay, you don't need as good quality hay. And they can turn that into milk. And again, in this area, those people were right. You do have a different requirement for cows, and our property is not perfect for cows by any means. However, we combated this issue in two ways. We got a smaller cow that needed less good quality land, so we got our mini Jersey. You can learn all about the mini Jersey there. So she needs less good quality land, plus when we have to buy good quality hay, we have to buy less because she doesn't need as much. And also, we were able to increase the pasture area on this property by cutting down some trees, planting some good forage grasses, which you can learn about in that video. Again, this is a valid point, and it's something you should consider before getting yourself into the family cow.
We were warned that the routine of milking a cow every day can get really old. You're out here in the rain, in the snow, in the cold. If you have guests, you gotta be out here milking. If you're sick, you have to be out here milking. If you've just had your wisdom teeth removed, you have to be out here milking. And that's true, because if you want to keep production up, a cow is meant to be milked daily. If you don't have a calf on the cow should be milked twice a day at first, and gradually you can decrease her to once a day, but that's still every day you have to be out here milking. 10 years ago, a family cow would not have been right for me. But the older I get, the more I enjoy this quiet time every day. Even if we have company over, I enjoy sneaking away for a few minutes to take care of the cows. Now, milking a cow is not something Austin ever wanted to do. He loves the milk, but he does not like the routine.
Kay and me are both very much into the MBTI personalities. If you know what that is, comment below, tell us what your personality is. I won't go into it deep, it's not about homesteading or anything, but essentially we all have very different personalities. And the personality that I am is a lot different than the personality that Kay is in certain ways. One of those ways is I kind of like to live each day by the seat of my pants. I don't have a plan, I don't have a schedule, and I don't enjoy doing the same thing over and over again. You'll notice this shines through in a lot of the things I like to do on the homestead. I like to do big land projects. It's always different. You're always doing something new, knocking down different trees, planting different grasses. I like to raise meat animals. The kind of animals that you can fill a feeder once a week, check on the waters, but maybe you're constantly moving and doing something different. I don't like routines, and I don't like getting stuck in a rut. And when it comes to milking a cow,
I'm not stuck in a rut. Being able to milk a cow is awesome. You know how every day you like to have your cup of coffee?
yeah,
Milking a cow is kind of like that. Because even when I'm having my coffee, I'm getting constantly interrupted, or I'm surrounded by things I have to do that day. But when I come out to the barn, I have one thing to do. She's quiet. She doesn't complain, as long as her feeder's full. She gives me as much as I'm giving to her. Every day I know I'll enjoy some peace and quiet out in the barn.
that is when her husband doesn't make her vlog.
Which is like every day.
Which is like every day. Again, this is a very valid point to consider. If you're the kind of person who likes to have a routine every day, doing the same thing, enjoying the rhythm of that routine, well then a family cow might be great for you. If you're more like me, well then maybe get yourself some pigs.
They also said there's more with a cow. We came to having a cow from goats. There's more feed with a cow. There's more water requirements with a cow. More bedding requirements with a cow. Harder to transport the cow. So breeding becomes a little more complicated. Can't just throw them in the back of the minivan and take them to the downtown buck there.
And while I hate to admit this on the internet, this was probably one of the reasons it was actually good for us to have owned goats. Because it was like a stepping stone for people who had never dealt with a dairy animal before, we could see a kind of a tiny piece of what was going to be expected of us, and then decide whether or not it made sense for us to do on a bigger scale. And once we had experimented with the goat thing, we knew what the cow would be just a lot more of. We felt confident enough to make the jump.
Right, come on.
Yeah.
See if we can squeeze through here. Watch out. We're paying about $6 for a bale of hay in this area, and she'll go through a bale a day. Waste. For about 6 to 7 months out of the year, we don't have any pasture here, so we've got to feed hay. The final thing people warned me about was the expense of owning a cow. And yes, they are more expensive to own than a goat. Not just the initial expense. A good dairy cow will be more expensive than any goat you can buy. That's probably not true. There's probably some super fancy goat out there.
Somebody in the comments is going to tell you,
yes,
my goat was $20,000.
Then that's your first mistake there. And
you got swindled.
That means that's a lot of money tied up in her. If she would die, we'd be out a lot of money. Versus a goat, if you paid $400 for a good dairy goat and she dies, it hurts a little less.
You're so fatalist this morning, babe.
So death
isn't the only reason why the expense is a bad thing. Just buying the animal in the first place was a big investment for us. And we knew that a family cow was an investment in our family. So instead of rushing out and getting some cheap animal that drove us nuts for, you know, every day of our life, we found the right cow. We saved money for a long time, and we waited till we could do it right. There were cheaper cows. Someone once offered us a free cow. We tell this story from time to time. And it wasn't a good cow. It wasn't the right cow for us. And we said, you know what, a free cow isn't free, because cows are, even if you get it for free, it's going to be a lot of expense and time.
The upkeep of a cow is more expensive than a goat. Because of their size, they will be more expensive to feed than a goat.
So consider that before jumping into the family cow. Now, a lot of you are thinking with the expense category, well, you can offset your expenses by selling more product and you can make more money with this animal. The family cow, especially when you go the route of the mini Jersey, you're not going to have a lot of extra. Right now, we're getting no extra milk. So, no, we're not selling any of it. And yes, while we could sell Luna,
we're not going to sell her, so.
Yeah, the family cow experience is not a business venture. The family cow is much different from running like a small dairy operation. We're not interested in running a small dairy. We're not interested in making money from this enterprise. This is the family cow. She's the cow for our family and really just matches our family's needs. And there is very little excess to be making money from.
There's that expression, don't count your chickens before they hatch. That's a farming expression. Because in farming, something might happen.
Wow, you're totally right. That expression literally comes from farming.
Yeah, if we're counting on a calf every year to give us our meat, but we get a beautiful little heifer calf, we say, we can't butcher this little heifer
look
calf.
Look at those eyes.
To the chickens. Then, no, she doesn't give us our beef for the year. We've had a lot of people contact us who have had a calf die. So if that's what you're counting on and you don't get it, ooh, snowy. I'm always telling Austin, don't count your chickens before they hatch.
And I'm a chicken counter.
owning a family cow for us has been more than just making money off of it. It's even more than the product we get from it. It's the entire experience of owning this animal and having a partnership with her that makes me happy every day that I come out here to spend this time with her. How's that? Mama, I know you're ready to go inside.
Day. Mama.
Yeah. So if keeping a family cow has been something you've been thinking about and you need a hobby, it might be the right one for you.
Maybe for you, not for me.
The cows are out. The cows are out. The cows are out somehow.
How did the cows get out?
The gate was open, kind of.
Okay.
Daddy.
This was the other reason people said don't get a cow.
Why? Because you like have to close gates?
Because then if you forget to close the gate,
You have a cow.
who forgot to close the gate?
Who forgot to close the gate? All right, you adventurers.
I forgot to close the gate. The cows just got out. What are you doing? At least there's hay bales to keep them busy.
I know. Come on.
Go on, girls. Come on. Go on. Don't worry, I'll close it. And that is how you close a gate. That's better.
Try doing that with goats.
Oh! Took my lens cap off.
But I hit you.
Yeah, you did. That's good aim.
The face.
If you're interested in getting a mini jersey, we have an awesome playlist right there that you can check out, which has all our mini jersey videos, help you get acquainted with the idea of owning a mini jersey, and click there to join. You okay? Oh, you!